Welcome back to Switch of South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, as always, in Power Car Mission to change cars and all things motoring. And today, you joined me in a bakkie. We haven't had a bakkie on the channel for a while, and you guys know I love bakkies. I'm a bakkie boy. And this time around, I'm in a bakkie that I actually do really like. The question is, would I buy this bakkie? But you know how we do it this side. This is the, in case you didn't know, and in case you didn't read the title, this is the 2024 GWM P500. If you're asking yourself what is the P500, it sits above the P series. So the P series is not being phased out. It's still, you can still buy a normal P series. This sits just above the P series, and we'll speak about the pricing. So I'm going to tell you about the exterior look of this vehicle, interior look of this vehicle, overall drive and features that this car has that I really like, and most importantly, the price and total cost of ownership, including insurance. Very important. So I'm going to tell you guys about Naked and how much I would pay for this vehicle. But the beauty of Naked, through the app, you can go and configure yourself, and it might be cheaper because you're older than me, or it might be more expensive because you're younger than me, or you've had your license for longer. But without any further ado, let's jump into, well, let's get out and speak about the exterior look of the vehicle and why I don't like how big this badge is and all the chrome finishes of this vehicle. So, the exterior look of the vehicle. I said I don't like the chrome, and I've said it in my tank. What's the tank? The Tank 500 launch video and this one's launch video. Up front, it's very aggressive. As you guys can see from the overplay videos, or even right now, you can see how big and aggressive it is. It attracts a lot of attention. I'm just really not a fan of the exterior look of the vehicle in terms of this part, the chrome. But I think because I've gotten used to it, I've gotten to accept it. I think if it was maybe blacked out here and there, maybe it would have been a bit different. So then you get, this is the logo of this vehicle. It's quite big, quite pronounced, and you'd think there's a camera here. Unfortunately, the camera's not here. The camera's just underneath there, but it looks good. So I'll show you the key. Okay, you won't see it from where you guys are. I'll show you guys when I get in the vehicle. The key is exactly this logo. So you see this logo is the key, just blacked out. So you get chrome finishes around the grille, you get your sensors up front, your camera there. So this is the super luxury. So you get your sensors front and your camera, you have adaptive cruise control. So it's quite high underneath, not much body protection. So if you are off-roading, unfortunately, there's chances that you will bottom out, but chances of you bottoming out is actually quite rare because it's quite high, unless if you're doing some extreme off-roading. When you move on to the side profile of the vehicle, over here, you get 18-inch alloy wheels. So being the luxurious car as it is, my personal preference, I wish you could opt for different wheels, and unfortunately you can't. It comes with these 18-inch alloy wheels. And I say that because look at like the competition, and I'll speak about the one that I love the most. The Ford Ranger Platinum is the more luxurious of the Ford Rangers. And in that, you can get a Ford Ranger Platinum with 18-inch wheels, and you can opt for the 20-inch wheels, and it looks much better, looks more luxurious, and looks, I'm gonna put the Ford Ranger Platinum video now so you can see what I'm speaking about. It looks the part. So if GWM had went for like an optional 20-inch wheels and you have these 18s as options, would have been much better. But I think that's something that they can look at doing, they can look at adding. But the side profile of the vehicle, the car is quite long, it's quite big. Almost every parking space you're gonna park at malls or wherever, you're gonna fill the parking spots. Then you get so you get your door surrounds over here, then you get these roof rails at the top. I like it. Side profile of the vehicle, you get your side step over here, and then you get that the GWM badge, the P series badge, you get it over here as well, which looks like the key. It reminds me so much of the key. Then moving on to the back, unfortunately with this one, you don't get your sports bar here. So you don't get like a metal sports bar or a plastic sports bar. I'm not sure if when you buy the vehicle, I'm not sure if you can opt for one. I haven't seen a P500 with that option. Then you also don't get a roller shutter, and I think that's where something could have been done, but we're going to speak about that stuff as we go on with the review. Then when you move on to the rear end of the vehicle, so I'm in the one that is the 2.4 liter turbo diesel, hence it rides 2.4T, just so that you know what it is. It rides 4x4 because it is a 4x4. GWM this side, because those badging, for people that don't know, this badging won't give off that it's GWM, so you need the writing here. At the back, for me, looks good. I like the light. I also like the light design. Every part of the light is LED. Your reverse light, your brake light, and your indicator light. Then you also get these black surround that actually makes the light look much better. rear sensors over there. Your reverse camera is up here, just above the logo. And yeah, I think at the back, for me, the writing. But it's a bikey, so I understand the 4x4. It's a bikey, I understand it. A lot of bikies that are 4x4 will ride 4x4. 2.40, yeah. Then there, this is the most not entertaining, most interesting part. There's the word I'm looking for. Most interesting part here at the back. You get, so you can open it like this. So you don't even have to balance with your hand or anything. It has shock dampers over here so that it can actually land properly. And it's also quite light. Like I can just, you see, that's the beauty of that. Or I can open it like this. So I have two ways of opening it. So you can have your barn style doors like that split. So 60-40, let's say that's what they call it at GWM, 60-40 split, which it is. Or you can have your normal. So this one allows you to actually get a bit closer in terms of being inside and loading things closer. You understand? So I like that. I like that you can have two designs. So then you also have to bang it, because if you don't, see, it's not closed. It's not closed. And when you're inside, it shows you that it's not closed. It will show you both the barn doors open. Then if it's not closed, so the way like this, it will show you both barn doors open. Then if you open the other way and it's not closed, it will show you. So I like that small detail that's inside the vehicle. So you have to press here to unlock and bang it. Let's get inside and speak about all the features that it has. It also has a glass sliding panoramic sunroof. So when you get into the interior of the vehicle, first things first. Oh, I need to show you guys the key that I was telling you guys about. This is the key. So this is the key, and this is the. So if you look at it, it literally looks like the logo here, the logo here as well, and the logo up front, the logo on the sides, and basically everywhere else. But this is the vehicle. Up front here, you get your steering wheel. Feels good, not too bad. You have all your necessary controls on the steering wheel over here. You get your steering wheel, not your steering wheel, your cruise control stalk this side. I'm not really a fan of cruise control stalks. I prefer cruise control being on the steering wheel. Like I'd rather have buttons on the steering wheel, but it's okay. It gets the job done. You get adaptive cruise control, so you can keep the distance with the car in front and everything. And then you get this digital instrument cluster up front, which actually shows you so much. Like it shows you, right now it's showing me that I don't have my seatbelt on, so it'll show me that I don't have my seatbelt on. If there's people at the back that are sitting there and they don't have their seatbelts on, it'll tell me. And yeah, then you get your speed on the left hand side. And then currently how I've set it is when I'm driving, it'll show me the lane. So if I'm in a 2-lane, it'll show me 2-lane. It'll show me the car in front of me, the car to the left of me. If there's a car approaching on the left hand side on the rear or the right hand side of the rear, it'll show me like an orange or yellow, orange, amber type of light to show me that hey, there's a car in your blind spot. It does have blind spot monitoring as well. So it's good features that this car has. Like it has a lot of safety features. So for you to actually get in an accident or hit someone in this vehicle, it will actually take you a lot. And if you're parking as well, it will take you a lot to hit something, because if I press this button here, I have this, and it's quite big, shows you everything. In a vehicle this big, you need this. So you can change it from 2D. It's currently in 2D, so it's showing me this is the rear. If I put the car in drive, it'll show me up front. If I put it in reverse, it'll show me at the back. And then yeah, put it in park, it'll keep showing. Oh, it'll disappear. And then you can have it in 3D, and then I can just, oh, there we go. I can just move around, show me the exterior of the vehicle. So, but I prefer it in 2D. Then I can't do anything. There's assist view. This is for your sensors, smart view. So it's actually quite kitted, this one. And this is not even the top of the range. There's one that costs 100,000 Rand more, and I'll speak about what that one has that this one doesn't have when I'm speaking about whether to get that one over this. But you get, this is a 14.7 inch touchscreen infotainment system, which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wirelessly. And yeah, you guys know how much I like that. So everything what I like about this vehicle is easy to use. It's there. The only thing that could be a bug is your temperature being in the touchscreen infotainment system, but you do have what you need necessarily here at the bottom. You have your AC button there, you have your climate control on and off there. So I think if you have set your direction of your speed and your temperature, then it's fine. That's okay. Then you get your gear selector over here. This car has heated and ventilated seats for the driver and the passenger. And then you get your button for your camera system, your auto start stop button there, handbrake, auto hold button there. Then you get this button. This one is for your assist. So this button, you press it, pops up your assist, forward assist, emergency braking, that's currently on. Front warning collision, you can put it at low, normal, or high. So that's if you're approaching a vehicle. If it's at high, the further away you are from the vehicle, it will let you know. If it's on low, you need to get a bit closer. And then it has front cross traffic alert. So if I'm approaching a stop, then there's cars crossing, it will let me know. Rear, basically that. So there's front assist, rear side assist, lane assist, traffic sign assist. Like this car is kitted out. So there's a lot of things that unfortunately I can't cover here, because if I do, the review will be an hour long. So let's not get there. And then you have your front differential lock, so you can lock your front diff. You have your rear differential lock, so you can lock your front and rear diff. Then you have your 4 low. People that do off-roading, you know what that is. You put it. So to move to 4 low, for those that don't know, you need to put the car into neutral first. Press the 4 low button. Okay, very dramatic. Put the car into, now it's in 4 low, because, so remember, when you change to 4 low, your gearbox must always be in neutral. Then when you move out, it must still be in neutral. So I'm still in neutral. I press it, normal mode. Then you get this mode button, which gives you, you will see now it's in normal mode. Rotate, sport. Yes, it's so dramatic as well. Like, that's eco. So eco, I think it has, when I'm in eco, it'll just be, but listen when I go to sport. Listen. Eco. Eco. Then you have off-road. This is your 4 high. So when you're on gravel road, you can put it in 4 high. Then normal mode. And then one more time, guys, listen. Yeah, so that's where I'm sitting. The seats are comfortable. Also, the nice thing about this vehicle is that I can control the seat from here. So I can lift it. No, I can't lift it. Okay, I can. Yes, I can lift it like that. I can move it back as well. So yeah, I like that about the vehicle. And then you get your glove compartment over here. It also has a slot where you can open and close. And if it's open, it's a cooled glove box, right? Glove box. What's that over there? Cabio. Yeah, this part is cooled if you have the part open because of the aircon and everything. But yeah, I've told you everything you need to know about the car over here. Let's go to the back, because there's a few things I'm gonna touch on at the back, although it's not a lot. So, jumping into the vehicle. So I'm gonna put this seat be matching my one. So it's like that. So space-wise, decent legroom, decent headroom. Oh, I forgot to show you guys there's a sunroof as well in this vehicle. So I'll get to that. So very comfortable. It doesn't feel like I'm in a bakkie, because some bakkies, when you're sitting more like this, more raised up. You can feel like you're in a bakkie. This one, very relaxing. And that's because these seats can move forward and backwards, but these ones move forward and backwards manually. In the top of the range one, there's side buttons here. I'll show you with my launch video. I'll put the overplay video now. But yeah, you can move everything front, back and forth. There's, okay, wait, let me do it this one. Where's the, okay, I don't know how to do it, but you can do it. But you can do it because the lever is here. I'll show you guys the lever. And then yeah, come closer, because I'm gonna show everyone this. See this button that's here? It's for this. So if you know there's bakkies, especially single cabs, they have that thing when you're driving, you just go whack. I have a bakkie that does that as well. So I have a utility that does that stuff. So look at this one. You just very fancy. Like, they are very fancy. Then you get here. This is very beautiful. So in the top of the range, another difference is that at the back you get heated and ventilated seats. This one, just normal seats. On the top of the range, what you also get, see this part here where I can put my phone. This is wireless charging on the top of the range. In this one, it's just a spot where I can put my phone. I press that, I get my 2 cup holders there. Then this part opens up. Yeah, it opens up, it gives me storage over here. Yeah, they really did the most for this not to feel like a bakkie, because it feels very luxurious. Okay, see there, it moved. I'll figure it out and put it on the overplay video, don't worry. But yeah, that's with regards to where I am. Then, okay, I was gonna say let's go to the boot, but we actually did that already. So there's no boot in this vehicle. Let's go for a drive. And let me tell you why I like it, but I don't like it. Actually, before I go for that drive, there's something I forgot to tell you. It has a three-pin plug here with 220 volts and 120 watts max. So you can charge your phone, charge your laptop, you can come and plug it in here. Then you get 2 charging ports here. That's my disadvantage of this vehicle. This car has USB Type A. If you don't know what Type A is, give me a second. Type A is this big one. So I had to go buy a cable because recently I've been having vehicles that have Type A, this is big. And my phone, when I buy it, it came with the Type C, and I bought this phone in 2023. And there's a 2024 car, and you're giving me this? No, Type C. Those that are fighting me, the phone that you're using, that you bought this year or last year, did it come with this or Type C? Then you'll understand why I cry when a vehicle manufacturer launches and they give me this. Let's go for the drive. So when it comes to the drive of the vehicle and why I actually rate this 2.4 diesel, the drive of the vehicle is quite smooth. So this car is powered by a 2.4 turbo diesel, which produces 135 kilowatts and 480 newton meters of torque. The kilowatts doesn't sound like much, but with that newton meters of torque, it actually gets the job done so well. The car's good to drive, like it feels good when driving. And then when you're driving like this, so this car is powered through a 9-speed automatic transmission, and the gearbox is actually quite quick as well. It reminds me so much of the gearbox found in the Ranger because of when you're accelerating, like it just goes through the numbers in terms of the gearbox. Like you'll see, I'm accelerating now, you'll feel it, just the lag, but it goes the next gear, like it just goes next gear. So I like that about the vehicle. It's quite decent. The thing that irritates me the most about the vehicle is the lag. So if I slow down now, I'll show you. You will see how laggy it is. Foot down. Then we go. So it's a quite number of seconds before it actually decides that I want to go. And it bothers me so much, especially when I'm like at an intersection and I need to turn and the vehicle has passed me. And then I put my foot down, then the vehicle still needs to decide, like now, deciding, then it wants to go. So it actually irritates me so much. But overall, the drive of the vehicle is quite good. The suspension handles much better than the P series. I had a P series limited last year, and this is a much better drive than that. Over humps, over road imperfections like this, it handles is much better. So I enjoy driving this vehicle much more. So the only other part that of the vehicle that you'll feel maybe you needed more power or the hybrid is actually more superior is later end of the speed, in terms of once you're like at 120 and you're overtaking from 120, then that's when you can understand, okay, you know what, that hybrid is a necessity. The why, there's a reason for that. But I feel like I'm not really a fan of that hybrid in terms of fuel efficiency and just the way it's collaborated. So I'm not really a fan. And I did say in that video that I wish there was like a V6 diesel, and I still stand on that. I wish there was a V6 diesel alongside this one. The same way Ford has a 2-liter bi-turbo that produces in and around this power figures. But if you want more power, get the V6 diesel. And for me, that V6 diesel, if there was a V6 diesel in this, would be so much better, because in this one, if you were to tow, for example, like you're towing a car, a caravan, or towing anything, you will feel the need to have more power. So that's just my gripe overall. But overall, in terms of driving the vehicle, for me personally, it's quite good. You sit quite high and it commands the road. I do really like the vehicle. So that's with regards to what I think about the vehicle. Competition wise, it competes with like your Ford Ranger 2-liter, your 2.8 from Toyota, although that 2.8 is so superior in terms of the power delivery, especially if you're looking at the GR model, the one that has the 165 kilowatts. You can understand there's more power there. The Ford Ranger bi-turbo, in and around this, that one delivers the power more as well, so it is a bit more powerful, but slightly. Only to the later end of the speeds you'll understand that that's more powerful. But overall, those are good offering. Let me tell you the pricing of the vehicle so you guys can understand why I'm comparing it to those vehicles, and I'm not mentioning basically cars that are less than 800,000 rand. So when you move on to the money, the finances, I actually just want to show this part one more time because I like how it feels like. So cars that have electronic boots, like you just car and it opens, that's what that feels like. Not a lot of bikies can do what this just did. So when it comes to the finance aspect of things. So you can get into a P500 for 800,000 Rand, and that's just called the luxury. It gets the exact same powertrain that this one gets, but this one that I'm in is a super luxury. So this one is priced at 890,000 Rand. Then there is the ultra luxury. That's the one that has the hybrid engine, and that one's priced at literally R1,000,000. So it's 9999999. So R1,000,000 essentially. And for me, this is the sweet spot. Having driven the hybrid one at launch, and I did say, if you go back to my launch video, I did say in terms of the drive and everything, and I did speak about it when I was driving, doing the driving impressions of this vehicle. If you take the one that I'm currently testing at 890,000 Rand, and you go to the change cars vehicle finance calculator, and you put at no deposit at an interest rate of 12.25%, and very important, no balloon payment, you are looking at paying monthly for this vehicle 19,900 Rand. For me, quite decent. Looking at the amount of car you are getting, it's very decent. For me, you're getting a good value for money. Now on the insurance side of things, you can get a quote through the Naked app in 90 seconds. I did just that, and for this vehicle, I'm looking at insurance at 2.3. Now, I just want to point out something for you guys. Okay, see, it's not closed, but we'll close it. You can see that this one doesn't have a tow bar. So let's just say I own the vehicle and I'd like to add a tow bar. The beauty about Naked is that you can actually insure your tow bar as well. So on top of the pricing of the vehicle, you can insure your tow bar for however amount you spent for the tow bar. So I went on the app and I said my tow bar hypothetically costed 10,000 Rand. Naked Insure actually covers that as well. So if you want to get a roller shutter, you can cover that as well. And also, I also put car hire. What is car hire if you don't know? If, let's just say, I get in an accident, the car's gone to get fixed, Naked will say, Twara! You know, they'll give you a car in the meantime until your car comes back. So it's very important for you guys to check that out, because a lot of people miss that car hire feature a lot. So it's very important that you, when you do getting insurance, you check that out. So very important to add those few things there. But overall, this is a good value for money vehicle. GWM actually put the pricings, for me personally, in the sweet spot, looking at how much you get and the features, and looking at the competition, like your Ford Rangers, your Toyota Hiluxes, and your Isuzu D-Max, V-Cross, all that stuff. Pricing is in and around this. And so for safety and for yourself as the consumer, and you're looking to buy this vehicle, what do you get on top of that in terms of reassurance from GWM? You get a 5-year 75,000 kilometer service plan, and you get a 7-year 200,000 kilometer warranty. So for me personally, if I'm a person that changes cars every 3 to 4 or 5 years, I'm telling you right now, I'd easily buy this vehicle and not stress. Whether this car goes kaboom or it doesn't go kaboom, I know in 3 years time I'm changing it, and you have the warranty to back you up. It's very rare to find a 7-year 200,000 Rand kilometer warranty, except for that Korean brand that you guys are thinking about saying in the comments down below. But for Baki, I don't think there's anyone that can match that warranty. So my advice to you, if you are looking for Baki and you don't want a Toyota because Toyota is liked by a certain industry of people, and you're on the fence in terms of the Ranger and all that stuff, and you want to be unique essentially, and you don't want to be in a vehicle that you see every day, for me, this is the perfect option to go for. I'll review the other Chinese brands like the LDVs and all that. Unfortunately, I have not done a review on that, so I can't say too much about those vehicles. But what I can say is that the Toyota, Ranger, and Isuzu, this is a very good alternative to those vehicles and a very good challenge to those vehicles. So it's up to you as the consumer. Are you willing to take the leap of, is it leap of faith? And trust this vehicle and go for this vehicle? And we'll only know. I can't tell you about reliability on all that stuff, because this car literally just launched and all that stuff. So we'll only know after 5 years how this car does, what is the resale value, all those things that you guys are going to mention that the Toyota and the Ford Ranger has. But yeah, as always, you know, I'm Nicky Nash and Park Recently Changed Cars. I was able to tell you my full thoughts of this vehicle. If there's anything that I didn't cover that you guys would like to know, please comment down below. I'll make sure to respond. And yeah, check out those insurance guys, they're very important. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I'm signing out. How can I forget?